I was just going to do a short video, but feeling a little pumped. So on my walk back to the home, I'll do a quick little video here. Welcome to Vegan Crypto, all of you. So why is the market dumping? Well, not all of it is. I hear everyone today screaming about how they picked Ondo. Oh my God. Told you to buy it at 70 cents. I told you to buy it at 75 cents. We're making a killing. It's at $1.14. Everyone's screaming. Oh, good for them. I'm glad they're making money. I'm not going to take a victory lap again and tell you that I told everyone to buy it at 21 cents. That's okay. You know, certain projects you can just tell are going to do well, and that was one of them. Now look, I maybe 1 out of 10 I pick do well immediately, and that was one of them. Same with AIOZ, a couple others, but many others have, Shadow. Get my ass kicked on that. Bought it at 122 and at 115, I believe, on the way down. But the market was dumping, so what can you do at the time? So it has not been able to recover, and it may not recover. If we get into it, I was listening to George this morning, turned him off at the Q&A, talking about how we're in the parabolic bull run. I keep saying this. We are not. This doesn't, parabolic bull run, I've explained a million times. Yeah, you go up significantly, you sell off, you trade sideways, and you get back to it. We are not back to it just because Bitcoin had a good week and we got an ETF, whatever, talks about Ethereum. It does not make a bull market. Volume went crazy. I don't know what it is today, but just for a couple days, 170, 180 billion. That has to be consistent to be in a parabolic bull run. So the sell-off on many things continue. A little bit of sell the news type of thing. There's more to it, I believe. There's pretty big sell-off on a lot of these things. 5, 10, 15, 20, 30% on many. So don't worry about it. It's just one of those things. Hey, Skull, how are you, bud? I'm just going to do a quick video here. Got a couple meetings got to get home, hit the weights, hit the shower, be on my way. Hope you're doing well. Shadow is up to 0.57. I can't look at the market when I'm on this thing, but the market, Coinbase, gives me little notifications. So I'd love to get that back up into the dollar area. If Ondo could stay in this realm, and it will if we don't have a shitty weekend. If we have a bad weekend, definitely could be a sell-off. If we have a good weekend, we're not headed in right now into a green weekend, but that turns around in a moment, as we know. So it could be driving down the Ethereum cost, trying to whale manipulation, because the ETF won't even be happening for the inflows until at least June. There's still a lot of filings and everything like that, and before that comes in, and then you could have Grayscale has around 10 billion. So if they're smart, they'll lower fees and do it smart this time, because the last thing we need to have is 5 billion outflowing, dollars worth. It's not 5 billion ETH, but that's the last thing we need. But a lot of my portfolio, I would say about 40% of it is up. The rest of it is down. I would have liked to seen some of my bigger players like AIOZ being able to hold strong in the 90s. What's crazy to me is it was definitely NVIDIA sell the news type of thing. NVIDIA stock did great, but I mean, no reason why AIOZ on those great earnings shouldn't be at $1.40 right now. Makes no sense at all, but what do we know? If we could predict, we'd all be geniuses. But to have such good earnings on that and the AI tokens not responding and just tells you that the market right now is in a different way and near down, and I don't know where it's at today, but last I saw was, below $8. That's crazy. Crazy. That just shows you the market. It'll surprise you at every turn. And you have days where you're up all of a sudden 100%, then the next day you're down 40%, for no reason. Just out of profit taking maybe, and getting into other projects like ETH. Velodrome is having a hard time. Yeah, move. But I just bought more. You did. Look at you. My My instinct would have loved to buy more around 13 cents and 14, but I'm just going to hold off. I have enough. I have a ton, and I'm in the money still on it. So I just don't know where this market's going. So I don't think it's a bad idea. I think you'll do well. Unfortunately, right now, the hype and the momentum for Aero and Velo is not with it anymore. Not right now. It'll come back, especially if base starts doing well and Optimism. They'll both respond in kind. But there's nothing wrong with DCAing. You know, if we can get back to momentum and get us green, it'll pop. I just don't think Velo will jump up quick until it gets a true spike. So just be aware of that. Now, look, that being said, tomorrow something comes out about Velo and Optimism. It could be at 24 cents before you know it. We'll all be geniuses. But just right now, you can tell Aero, Velo has cooled. I'm surprised L2s are not doing better. You know, right now there's just, you know, there was a little hype up, but once the inflows start happening with ETH, and if Grayscale, like I said, doesn't outflow in kind, we'll be in good shape. Now, I hold no ETH. I sold it all. I don't think it's a bad idea at all to have it. It's just, I don't need it. With my portfolio, I will make more money on Metis and plays on top of ETH. Now, there are plays on top of ETH I'd like to get out of, a bunch of L2s, to be honest with you. Not a bunch, but, you know. A Polygon. What I would like to see is, welcome. What I would like to see is PNG have a little spike on Avalanche. You know, Avalanche needs some momentum now. And people are just saying Solana's going to be next. Dogecoin is going to be the next ETF. I mean, as I always say, enjoy the views from the peak you just climbed. Don't stare at the other mountains and want to climb those. Let's enjoy this. I'm not telling you not to, or saying you shouldn't maybe buy something that you assume will be the next ETF. And I could see, once this fully goes through and inflows happening, BlackRock saying, applying for a Solana ETF, or what I would love to see is an XRP ETF. But with their supply, I just don't know. That would make sense just because there is somewhat clarity with the SEC on XRP. I think it would kick them in the face on approving it. I think that would be pretty tough, but I would just love to see it. I really would. Welcome. So, you know, Solana would be a smart choice, I believe. But I'm not loading up on more of that. My bags are fairly set, not huge, but I'm in $60 and $70. So I'm not gonna buy it at 170. Dogecoin having an ETF, I keep hearing that though. Like I said, that will never happen. And never say never. I can't see it happening. How about that? I just can't see it. I have one question. You only buy cryptos that are on Coinbase, because I have some cryptos, RWAs, that are interesting, but I didn't tell you because I didn't know. Just text them. Just comment to me what they are. I'll look into them for you if you'd like. I just crack it in Coinbase. That's not how I always did it, but it's just the state I'm at in my life. It's all I need. You know, I'm more of a conservative. I'm not that conservative, to be honest with you. I'm pretty high risk, but I just do it on Coinbase. It makes it easier for me. I don't get into the bridges and the dexes and all that stuff anymore. I have up until this run, until about 3 years ago. I just don't do it anymore. I don't like it. I'm lazy with that. It's easy for me on Coinbase. There's reasons behind it, because not that I fully believe and trust Coinbase, but I trust them more than anyone else. How about that? They're in for themselves. They're not here to help us. But they're the big boys, and I only play with the big boys. Not necessarily in the things I invest in, but it's, you know, in life, that's how I roll. I only buy good cars. I only buy good equipment. You know, yesterday I went to get a new lawnmower. I could have spent a little money, spent more to get the right deal that I know is gonna, you know, pay off. So Coinbase is easy for me. I can call someone if help is needed. I have insurance on it. I'm on up to $1 million. It just makes it easy. And the coins are on there. You know, I'm not buying. I do have shit coins, but I'm not buying memes. I'm not buying a bunch of other things that are, you know, that other people are, you know. And I leave a ton of money on the table, but I'm perfectly fine. So you're right. I can't help you with the majority of projects that aren't on Coinbase, but I do look into the other ones that aren't there and kind of want to buy them, but I just don't use the Coinbase wallet. I don't use any of that, which I should. I would like to. I just don't. But I'm happy to look into some projects if you're looking at things, you know. And I always get turned on to good projects by my community as well, things I'd never heard of. You know, PNG was one of them. And a lot of people don't like it anymore because they think Trader Joe's is just the way to go, and it's taken everything that PNG doesn't need anymore. That's fairly true. But I'm in the money on it, so I'm just kind of leaving it. I'm good if it gets up to 88 cents again, or if I sell it here at 54 cents. Is Clearpool similar to Ondo? I'll have to look at that. Similar to Proppy. I'll have to look at those. I can't look at it on my phone right now, but I don't know those. Yeah, UBXS, I've heard that, that does seem similar, but I'd have to look deeper. To me, Proppy is the one to go into. If our WAs take off again, I'll have to look into that because I've heard a lot about it. It's just, like you said, it's not in my realm, so I haven't looked deep enough. I'm not buying meme coins too. Yeah, I think there's nothing wrong with buying meme coins. It's just gambling like the rest of this is. People are making money on it. That's great. That's great. It's just I don't look into them. You know, it's just not my style. It would have been many years ago, back when I was a trader 100 years ago. Penny stocks were my world, and I made my first a couple million with penny stocks, and lost a shitload at 29 years old with them as well, because they go away pretty quick as fast as they come up. Now remember, that's a long time ago. I think I was looking forward to this weekend and seeing some serious green, so I'm hoping it turns around. Bitcoin was not able to maintain, and we hit some liquidations, and also money coming out of it and going into ETH. That's 100% true. But right now, I can see some manipulation and FUD trying to drive down ETH for people to get in, whales to buy more, banks to buy more, so they can get in 3,300 again, or yeah. Yes. Well, it's gonna storm today. So I got not a ton to share. I just have your dry powder ready. Like I said, we are not in the parabolic bull run or stage at all. Please don't listen to that. It's just not true. It's just not true. What does that tell you? It tells you have time, and I mean time is now. But you have time to get in and do what you need to do and set positions. Because as the video I did the other day, we pop up when we're in it. When there's good news and true good news that drives, your portfolio will triple in one day. More than that. If you're diversified, half of it will, or maybe one of them. Say you have 10 projects. I think I have 40 some right now. 10 projects, maybe 2 of them will pop, but they'll cover the ones that are stagnant or are going down. So it will happen if we get there. I believe we will get there. If it is all determined by the macro environment, what happens? It's Gary really being set in his place. Is Biden following probably his advice, saying we got to back off. You need to get out of your closet and learn a little bit about what this crypto, you don't have to learn about crypto, but what we're doing to it and what the other side is doing. And they're going to get those votes. You need every vote you can get. Let's stop the persecution and regulation by bullshit enforcement. Let's turn the channel and kick Maxine Waters, Elizabeth Warren, Gary Gensler in the ass Move them aside, put them in their place, and let's change the narrative. Let's change our tune. And then it'll help them, but we give a shit about us, right? They're supposed to be, the Dems always say they're for the working class and trying to protect. No, they want to keep you down. Now, look, I'm not Republican and Democrat. I'm a middle path type of guy. But the truth of the matter is, the Republicans are for the wealthy. They want to keep them wealthy, and they also want to move some of the lower class up. Middle class, I should say, not lower class. The Democrats want to keep the middle and lower class where they're at, with entitlement programs and everything like that, and make it hard for you to become financially independent, because guess what? Then they lose their constituents. Enough of that. The ETF are cool and all, but I hate how these institutions are involved. I can understand your view, Mike. I can totally understand that, but the truth of the matter is it's inevitable, and it's a good thing. We can't be rogue. It doesn't work in this world. You know that. It doesn't work. If they're not involved, I think of crypto this way. It was a great movement, but I mean, I remember when it began, it was just a movement and a great idea, an unrealistic idea initially, right? People thought it was crazy. People used to think I was crazy talking about Bitcoin, that I thought it was just the most revolutionary idea in regards, because I've been in financials my whole life. But this is what we want. They'll screw it up. They'll take it all in regards to Bitcoin and all that, but that's okay. Get in and reap the benefits, because when that money comes in and the manipulation, and it already has somewhat, you're going to reap the benefits. But if you're a jackass and not in the market, like 99% of the people, everyone, for the most part, everyone I know, all my relatives are not in it. They've been thinking I was crazy for years, even though I have more money than all of them. It's going to make you rich. So who cares? The idea of decentralization, the idea of working outside of the government only works if you're a doomsday prepper and live off the grid. If you want to do that, that's my blessings. As long as you're not killing animals to feed you, grow your own veggies. But Mike, the reality is, let them drive up the cost. It's only going to benefit us. I mean, if they drive Bitcoin up to 150K, which I think will be very difficult, I see it at 100K, and it's going to be hard. I'm blow past that, but I'm not one of those guys that believe in $300,000-$400,000 Bitcoin this cycle at all. If it happens, amazing, because guess what? That money comes out, not the institution money, but the money comes out of us, and it goes into alts. Hello? Got cut off there. So, let's see. Am I back? That's what happens when you do it on your phone. I'm back, right? You're right. Do you think that the volatility would start to dissipate after this cycle? Look, it's anyone's guess. It's anyone's guess. I think this is... Who knows when this cycle is going to end, Mike? People will tell you it's the end of this year. It's the end of 2025, first quarter of 2025. This cycle ends when the macro environment changes. When there's another downturn, right? Right now, the economy is, growing in certain areas, but mostly not. Inflation's sticky, always will be. So the volatility, I think, will always be there in alts. And I think right now, Bitcoin is extremely volatile, so we will have to see. I think it's going to take quite a bit of time for Bitcoin to be more stable. I really do. Good. Thank you for letting me know I'm back. I think no one knows how people are in it because it's volatile, right? Institutions are aware of that as well. So they want to buy it all up as much as they can to drive up the price. And they believe that, someone like a George probably believes that we'll never get lower than $60,000 again after this cycle. No one knows that. So we'll have to see. Long-winded answer to your question, but no one knows. I don't think so, if I was a guessing man. Definitely not with alts. But, we follow Bitcoin. And everyone keeps saying, has always said that, eventually Ethereum's going to lead the pack and it's going to decouple from Bitcoin. It kind of has, in a sense. When you see Bitcoin dropping heavy, Ethereum a lot of times is a stable coin. It's kind of like an XRP and a Cardano. The only problem is those don't move forever. Ethereum always has its turn, but it's been a fine investment since the lows of the bear market. It's 1,000 to 3,700. Can't complain about that. Yeah, but we'll have to see about the volatility. I got to admit, I've been in this forever. Been in the markets forever. I hate days like this and yesterday. Ando's killing it for me, a couple other things, but I like green. I'm a firm believer in buying in the red and buying in the green. I will always preach that. I think people are wrong when they're telling you never buy in the green. Because when we're in the parabolic bull run, I always say that, but I'm just, because we're just not there. You buy something that is killing it, there will be a sell-off on it. And there were quite a few last market that I bought in the green and made a killing on, but I sold it quick because I knew it would have a sell-off. And then there were a couple that I got hit on, ACH being one of them. It came out on Coinbase. I bought it at, kept going from 9 cents to like 23 cents, back and forth. I bought it at 11 cents, and then it went up to 20 cents. I didn't sell it. It's been at 3 cents for 4 years. So when something comes out and it's very strong and you see it rolling, and rolling is like between two, Fetch AI was rolling between 17 and 24 cents for 4 months, a year ago. And I was watching it constantly going, I'm going to buy it 50,000 at 17 cents. I never did. I bought it much higher. And then it's in that channel, and all of a sudden it breaks out. AIOZ was rolling between like 11 cents and 14 cents forever. 15 cents, 11 cents to 15 cents, 11 cents to 14 cents. Then all of a sudden 20 some cents and 30 some cents. Then I went to bed one day. I woke up, it was at 76 cents. I'm like, holy shit, I'm up a few $100,000. So it'll roll some of these, and then boom, break out. That's what I love seeing. So what else? What else, guys? I'm gonna get off in a few. Any other questions? Anything you got on you before I boogie? Beautiful day, not really. Do you guys have money waiting? Skull, I know you do. Good for you. Let's hope for a green weekend. We need to get Bitcoin back into the 70s. We need to, I don't care what happens to ETH so much. I'd like to see it up. If it stays stagnant for a while until these ETFs get going, that's okay. Let people accumulate. But the momentum has to, it started up. It needs to get back. We need to shift into buy mode and get outside of our crypto sphere interested. Once that happens, we're all loving life. If everyone could share, like and subscribe, grow our community a little bit, it'd be lovely. Let me know what you need from me. That's why I'm here. Not here because I look pretty. Certainly don't. A couple deep in plays though. I would keep an eye. I wouldn't necessarily buy it right now, but I would keep an eye on Shadow if that play comes in pretty good. They do a great job. Unfortunately, their marketing is horrible, and they're the first to admit it. But I love what they do. They have a great team, but they don't give a crap about their marketing. Look at Cody. AI seems like it's a no-brainer. Yes, investment, AI, and crypto are two technologies with exceptional growth. You bullish on Fetch and Near? Yeah, so I have a ton of Near at $1. Ton. I have a ton of it. I'm surprised it's not higher. Fetch, I'm not as bullish with the merge that they're going to do. I sold my Near a while ago. I'm sorry, not Nair. Did I say Nair? Fetch. I sold my Fetch a while ago. I think it's awesome. I like AIOZ just because I'm in it at a penny. And it's been my best play of this run. It's luck. That was all luck. But Fetch, pissed me off just because, as I told you, I was looking at that at 9 cents and all the way up. And I bought in around 30 cents. Sold it around 60, 50, something like that a while ago. Stupid sell, but that's okay. I put it in something else. That happens. I sold Threshold the other week, which was stupid. But I just wanted to take I think it was 10 or 20 grand and put it in something else. I switch up every now and then. Very rarely do I sell this early, but I wanted to get into something else. But we have to see if they're still merging with Singularity and what is the other one? Ocean. So I wouldn't be buying it here if you're asking me that, me personally. But I do like it. I like AIOZ better. Or AOS, whatever you want to say. It has had a huge run up, 5,000%. It has gone up since I bought it, 5,000%. So, is it overbought? No. But it should be well over $1. I wish they had less than 1 billion circulating supply. They don't. I don't like that. But there's no more coming out to flood the market. My hope is to see a $5 to $10 AIOZ. That would be wonderful. But yeah, I believe right now there's not a narrative that is going crazy. Right? They're all right now. Everything's kind of cool. It's only within the crypto community. That is not what's going to, get us to where we need to be. That'll start us off. Bitcoin's going to start us off. Bitcoin will start us off when we get back into the 70s hardcore and then break into the 75 and above, liquidate and get into the 80K area. That is what will start us off. And there will be capitulation, there will be sell-offs along the way, but once the people out of our crypto sphere gets involved, that's when we are all loving life. And you'll ask me about a project and I'll say something about it, and the next day it'll go up 100% or down 50%, and it's not because I know anything. It's just because maybe I like what they're doing, but it's just guessing. But you should look at the team, look deeper into it. But I mean, if a meme coin can, make you a millionaire, certainly a good project like Proppy, AIOZ, Ondo, yeah. Would I be buying Ondo here? If I wasn't in it, yes. Absolutely. Just if I wasn't in it, I'd probably be wait for a little kickback to see what happens this weekend. If we have a hard sell off this weekend, I can tell you Ondo's going to $1 or below. And then I would buy $50,000 worth. But I'm not going to, because I'm in at 21 cents and 40 cents and 27 cents. Yes. So I think right now we could say, a lot of people sold the AI narrative before the meeting with NVIDIA a couple months back. That wasn't a bad idea. But when you're in heavy profits, why? It's coming back. All the narratives are cooled off. All the crypto is cooled off right now. This Ethereum news should be having a bigger bang like the Bitcoin one did, but it's not right now. But it will. It will. So what else? Anything else before I bail? For those of you joining this later, which I know a ton of you do, welcome. If you could subscribe and let me know what you need from me, I'm happy to help. Whether it's crypto, which is one of my passions and what I'm into heavily. Health is an extreme passion of mine, and always working on that, especially as I creep up there. This Sunday is my 52nd birthday, so Lord have mercy, I'm alive still. Not a bad thing. No. They just in my 401k. I have a ton of money in my 401k. That's the only stocks I buy. I got out of stocks a long time ago. That's what I did for a living many years ago. That and treasuries. So I spend $30K a year in my 401k, maxed out. So that's the only stock sell I do. I have a couple Roths. I have a Roth and I have a couple simple IRAs and other stuff like that I just contribute very little to, and some mutual funds. But there's no point. I'm pretty diversified. I have a paid off home. I don't have any debt. I haven't had any debt for ever, to be honest with you. When I got married to my wife, I paid off her school loans immediately. I was 25. So I've never had debt. The key of life in being financial free: don't ever get in credit card debt. Minimize your debt if you can. Don't borrow what you don't need. Don't buy what you don't need. It's only attachments and it's only cravings, right? Once you buy that item that you think you need, you don't give a shit about it and it becomes a worry, right? You want that BMW or whatever that you've always wanted. You spend 50K on it, 60K. What happens? You're scared now that it's going to get scratched up or in an accident. You're scared to drive the damn thing. Material shit doesn't mean anything. Your health, your family, and your financial freedom. Now, remember this: you can't take your money with you when you're gone, but you can set things up to live comfortably. Not have to worry about money is one of the biggest pleasures in life. That's why we're here. What can I do to help you reach that? Because I've had that for a long time. Now, I don't live in a mansion. I don't want to. It's a waste. I haven't had to pay for a car for myself due to my career in like 20 years. I get a car every 3 years. Set yourself up for financial freedom. If you have any questions on that, whether it's, should I buy this, should I do this, ask me. I don't have all the answers, but at my age, I'm done pretty well. And I can at least give you my opinion. I'm here to help. Don't want anything from you. Never. Not going to happen. No private groups with me, no Patreon and all that crap. I will never ask anything from you, but I would like to give back. So if you do buy a Tangem wallet and use my link, you get 10% off. And I believe I don't know what I get out of it. I think it's $5 or something. That'll all go to two things. And I've never checked. I don't know if I've ever gotten it. I don't know if anyone's ever used it, but they're my favorite wallet. That's the only reason why I use it. And I sent them an email saying, hey, do you have a link for my community? And they did that. It's an awesome wallet. It's the only one I use. I don't use my Ledger. I still have it, and Trezor and all this crap. I don't use anything except for the Tangem. It's just easy. I need easy. And it's small. So I have a couple 3-packs of those. Use that. If I can build up some capital, do two things. Try to give back to my community when I get to, 500 subscribers or something like that. And animals, do something for sanctuaries, which I do anyways, constantly. But why not motivate? If you want to help animals, the innocent, buy a Tangem, let me know. So maybe one day I would. If I think you have to get to 1,000 subscribers or something, take donations in regards, but I don't want it for me. I'll figure out a way to do it to help others. I don't need money from people. Never took an allowance from my parents. Never will take money from you. How do you like GameFi project? I like it. I have a lot of it, a ton of it. It's been disappointing right now, but I like the tokenomics of it. So I have quite a bit. So I don't know if it's under $100 still. Gaming hasn't taken off. I think it's kind of like not in people's minds, unfortunately. But me personally, I have a shitload of it below $1. And if you look at the tokenomics of Illuvium, it could pop. So I'm hedging in that. That's my biggest gameplay. Have a crap load of it. But that and Quant, I have quite a bit. Aave, and they've been crap. But nothing really has, like, in that world up there that have been around a while. Not with great tokenomics, great supply. They haven't moved yet. They will. If we get into the serious bull run, they'll move. Because it doesn't take much for them to go up or down because of their circulating supply. So they could be at $300-400 easily, because it just doesn't take a lot to come in to do that. Anyways, I'm out. Love you guys. Be good. Be good to each other. Do something good for someone today. And if you're here in America, enjoy your Memorial Day weekend. I got a birthday on Sunday. Used to celebrate with booze. I don't do that. Just going to enjoy my family. Be good to each other. Please subscribe, like, and share. You guys could, for a birthday gift, get someone to subscribe. I'll be a happy man.